Hi everyone, my name's I'm Lee Stitch. My name's Liesl.
The assistant one, you just can't see
My daughter Gwen, my assistant, is over there. She's not feeling very well today, so she's on the couch playing Pokemon, FaceTiming her cousin. So, this is actually my second time doing the video. I did a first take where Gwen wasn't around at all, and it just seemed very quiet. So, take two. I've got lots to show you. I've been, I think I've mentioned before, I'm in a Facebook group.
shopping.
Not exactly. Well, they'll come up in the video. Wow, what it is I've mentioned before, I'm part of a Facebook group called Stitchy Quest for the One Ring. Got a massive Lord of the Rings fan, and I've just been catching up on some quests. And so I've been completing some quests. With the quests, you can do like, it might say stitch 200 stitches of something, and if you don't want to stitch on a project that matches that quest, you can just do double the amount of stitches, which is 400, which, guilty, I do that a lot. But also, it's kind of like, you know, part of the reason why I do the stitching quest is to try and get a good range of stitching done on all my projects all over, so I've been catching up on some of them. So, the first one I'm going to show is the gift from my mum. So mum, avert your eyes if you're watching. This is called 100 Owls by Owl Forest. I put a completed done picture up now here, and I'm not sure I'm up to, but I'll just move the needle minder, and this is where I'm up to. This was actually a stitch along, so it's all been completed, the stitch along, but my goal is to do one part a month as well. And so this will take me should take me 12 months to do, and that's it there. And this is stitched on Fiberlicious Fabrics 28 count Lagana plain frosty mint. So I'm liking that. That's actually a nice, quick, easy stitch. So just put that in. So mum, you can look back now. It's safe. Another one I caught up on is Dimensions, Soul Music. This is definitely my oldest WIP. I remember doing it in my early 20s on the train, and I actually thought I'd thrown it out along with a lot of other cross-stitching stuff. And my husband and I were cleaning out our storage shed, and right tucked up in the far back corner was all this stitching stuff. So I'm like, I'm gonna finish this. So it's in there. There's 5 wools, and like I said, I've done 3 wools, and he's nearly done, halfway done. So you know, he's nearly there. So, but this one's really cute. So I'm loving those. But I don't want to get that. That'll be my oldest WIP ever. And oh, another one that I've been enjoying working on. I love working on all of them, because I don't do these WIPs for ages, and then like I'll do it and it's like, just do 100 or 200 stitches. It's a quest, and it's like, I don't want to stop. So, this is a Long Dog sampler Forevermore, and I'm doing this for my husband and I for our wedding. We got married in 2009, so been married for 12 years, which is but this wasn't released until 2019, so the perfect wedding sampler wasn't released until 10 years after we got married. So the reason why it's taking me so long is absolutely no excuse for that. It's actually not that big either. It's 145 by 200 stitches, 207 stitches, but I love it. And the colors for our wedding were blue and silver, dark blue and silver. So this is what I've done. I'll put a picture of whatever it was before up here. So I'm using DMC 823, and then I'm going to be doing accents in the silver, a 12 silver. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in the dragonfly, and the words is DMC a 12 as well, which is much as that 2-3, but I'm not. There is a little bit, because these are a 12. There's a little bit of sparkle, and this is Sparkly's fabric. I think it's 2018 fabric of the month. And yeah, 32. It's 32 count opal lagana. So, and it's just a really pale light blue, which I thought would go well. So that's that one, and then threads for that one. Oh, here it is. It's fabric of the month. Oh, just May 2018. Doesn't have a month. A name. Sorry. No. So I'm going to show you these. These are some tote bags I bought off Society 6, and I just use them as like a project bag. So it's like a Amy Stewart World Travel Bookshelf. I'll link Society 6 down below. So these are like little handle. They don't close. I mean, you could add snaps if you wanted to, but this is something else I got from Society 6. It's Amy Stewart's stitching shelf. These come in 3 sizes. This is the largest, and then you've got this size, which is Once Upon a Fairy Tale. And I just keep my scissors, and I know I've got Mill Hill kits in here. I've got another one about this size, and I keep all my scissors in here. And there's a smaller one as well, which this is where I keep all my Mill Hill kits. And the kit that I'm actually working on, there's another one which is probably about here size. You can just fit a Mill Hill kit in there. So that's like, I'll just throw that in my handbag or something quite easily, or nice and small. So this one, totally off topic. Ink circles, fire burn and cauldron bubble. I love this one. Not really big on Halloween pieces. I don't really celebrate Halloween. It's not really a big thing in Australia. It does seem to be getting bigger, but yeah. But I just thought this was cool. Something a little different. And I'll put up where it was up to first. First this is stitched on Colour Crusade Fabrics Firebomb. So it's 28 count opal lagana, and got some thread hanging off here. So Firebomb, and pretty obvious why I picked this fabric. Suit cauldron sitting on a fire, I reckon. Do like a lot of ink circle stuff. So that's again not a very big one. I think I've been working on a lot of the smaller stuff. For my next WIP goals for next year, I'm gonna have to put down to get some of these smaller ones done. Although I have so many big ones that sometimes it is nice to have small ones on hand. Just, you know, they're nice to get a finish occasionally. Next is this. Please don't drop. My Once Upon a Fairy Tale. It's Amy Stewart design, charted by Michelle at Heaven and Earth Designs. And that's it done. And I'm working on this part down here. And now I'm really excited because I'll show you in a sec, but I'm just about up to the dragon's head. And sorry, that's the Hobbit. My dragon's name is Smaug. Smaug. Not very original, I know, but I'm just coming up to his head. And this is stitched on 40 count silk gauze, 1/1 10th stitch. It's the super size regular colours. Mainly I only buy minis now because super sizes, I've got that It's Only Forever super size, and I'm like, I'm never going to be able to get super size done. But oh, the detail in this is just, I mean, Michelle won't do these as minis because there's just too much detail in that one. So I'm like, oh, I want to do a super size, but I thought I'm doing it 10 stitch. So theoretically, because I'm doing it 10 stitch instead of cross stitch, it's half the amount of stitches. And that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. So I'm just doing these waist knots here. It's finding it easier. And the parking, I've got to work on it in 10 by 10 grids at a time. But I put this, I put a photo of this up on the Amy Stewart Facebook page and some others, and people are all asking me, where do you get the silk gauze?
Hello.
I got the last piece of silk gauze the shop had, where I got it from, and I haven't been able to find any since, and which is a shame because I love silk gauze. So if anybody knows where you can get silk gauze, 40 count silk gauze, and like big enough to do a height on, like this is a super size, but most of mine are minis, so please let me know. Please comment below, because, or if you have any and you don't want it, let me know. I will happily buy it from you, and I'll buy the silk gauze and pay for shipping. I don't care where you are in the world. I've been looking everywhere for it, and I love working on it. I love 40 count. I have bought 40 count linen. I don't like stitching on 40 count linen. I got spoiled by the silk gauze. The holes are just so much easier to see. Or oh, and yes,
Yeah.
I do have it in Q snaps, but I've got quilt batting in there, so to protect the silk gauze. So
Are you okay, Dad?
What?
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay, Gwen.
okay, sorry about that, everyone. My husband David and my son went out for a bike ride, but apparently they didn't get too far. My son Ian went up and over the handlebars. He's fine. He's just grazed a couple of elbows, so he'll be fine. Happens to all of us. I have a friend though, she did that. She used to ride her bike a lot, and she went up and over the handlebars though, but she came down on the hand and broke her wrist in that. She's actually got wires and screws and everything in her wrist now. Yeah, it's still swollen after a year, and well, she hasn't ridden her bike since. She sold it, but no, the whole family enjoys riding their bikes. So yeah, my dad's in a bike riding club, and you know the best bike riders still come off. So that's what we tell the kids. That's why they wear helmets. So the next one I worked on was Teresa Welser, Millennium. Now I love Teresa Welser. She's one of my first love. Love her patterns. Yeah, this is Millennium. You can see the glare on it. So I worked on that one. Should have a photo of what it was done last time. I'll put that up. And this is it now. So pretty close got it done. So here, you see it? Alright. So you see here all these planets here. You can see they're all done, and they're charted as 1/1 stitching. So all these holes, the comet up here, 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 down here, the planets, they're all 1/1. You can see I've started the Earth. It's a lot of cloud cover on the Earth though, which is very similar to the fabric color, which is making the 1/1 a bit hard on the eyes. This is actually the third time I've started this. The first time I started it up in the corner, and a few years ago I started it, and I had quite a few stitches where instead of going over 2 threads I'd gone over 3 or a 1. It was just a mess, and my dad had food poisoning. Turns out it was food poisoning, pretty bad food poisoning. He was in the hospital for like over a week, and I was taking this with me to keep me company. I was going to the hospital and stitching, and not necessarily the best light, or definitely not very comfortable chairs. Definitely not, but otherwise no excuse. So I pulled it all out and started again, and then there was something else I started again. I can't remember what was wrong with it. Pulled it out and started again. So third time lucky seems to be working. And there's beading on that blue as well for the stars and everything, which will wait. It'll be at the end, but it's looking good. So this one I'm really feeling this one at the moment. I love this piece. which is that one away. I've ordered some new project bags because I've just been using these folders, which is nothing wrong with these folders really, but Jo from Silks for You, she's in Queensland and they've been doing, and they'd organised it in 2019, this big tour and visit cross-stitch groups around the east coast of Australia and Adelaide. It got cancelled because of coronavirus 19. Then they planned it all again for 2020 and they started on the trip, got to some places, and lockdowns. They were locked down in Victoria for weeks. Messed everything up, and then, you know, still in Adelaide, ladies, and I contacted Jo. I said, hey, look, you know, not her fault, it's the second time we've cancelled. Our group meets up and we do a group chat by Messenger on the days that, I mean, some girls do it all the time, some of the ladies do it all the time anyway, but, you know, the whole group on the Saturday, would you mind logging in and joining us? I said, I know it's not the same. So she's like, sure. So she did that, and everybody's like, oh, we want to see the things, do a live sale, and she wasn't sure about it. So anyway, I'm not exactly sure whether she volunteered or whether she was strong-armed into it, but she did a live sale the next 2 Saturdays. It was actually, we did a live sale the next Saturday. I was only meant to be the one, but it went on for so long, we wound up doing another one the next Saturday afterwards. So that was that was a lot of fun, and I've bought some project bags off her. Everybody like that. Everybody had fun, so that's great. This next piece is Tropical Paradise. I'll put up a done photo up here. It's done by Little Room. The pattern is from Little Room in the Attic, and I haven't gotten a big start on this, but this one is a stitch along I'm doing with one of the first people who subscribed to my channel. Her name's Kim, and we started chatting and just showing what pieces, patterns and stuff we've got. And so her pattern's different, but it's like tropical flowers as well. So like, oh, we're going to do a tropical flower stitch along together, and we're talking about fabrics to do it on, and we both agreed Flosstube and Jetsam. It's darker than what it's actually showing up on the camera. This Chromatic Alchemy, Flosstube and Jetsam. It's darker. It doesn't have anywhere near as much white in it as you can see in the camera. And so we've both ordered a piece, but mine, I ordered it with some friends, so it got sent to a friend's address and not my address. So the fabric is in Australia, got delivered, fine, no problems. But because of lockdown, I haven't been able to go to Sam's place and get the fabric, and she hasn't been able to come here to give me the fabric. So Kim's like, well, I've barely got any really spare fabric showing on mine, so I'm just going to do a stitch it myself, the background myself. So she sent me her piece of Flosstube and Jetsam, so we could finally get a start on it. So I'm really looking forward. So I did. It's just a little start, but when I get my piece of fabric, I'm going to send it to Kim, and I really appreciated doing this because I've been dying to start this and do this together. So just the bottom corner. Actually, I think it goes. No, that's right. That's up the right way. So that's just the bottom corner that we're starting. And I originally started this in my office, but I can't see the holes properly. It's this is a 32 count linen, and I just can't. I do have a good lamp in my office, but no, I need my magnifier, my good magnifier lamp to stitch on it. So let's be what I'm stitching out here. So I'll be keeping it out in the lounge room from now on. But I've got to show you the colours. The colours on this is just, these are the colours. So, I mean, they're just all pastels. It's beautiful. A lot of back stitching on it, but it's going to be beautiful. So, do some more on that as well. It's going to look amazing. And it's not this big. Kim ordered a fat half, and so the whole fat half came. So, but I've also ordered a fat half, so when I send it to her, I'll just send her the whole fat half as well. So, thank you, Kim. I got to start it. So, as you can see, it looks good. The green just pops off it, and the colours are all just going to pop off it, and it's going to look fantastic. Now, I don't know whether you guys heard, but I do have a little bit of haul. I'm not going to name names because I'm not sure whether she'll want it on Flosstube, but a friend of mine, she was, basically she's had a bad run. She was in hospital and had operations and really bad run, and she had fabrics delivered to her place. And another friend of mine did a compassionate visit to her place. And she stopped off on the way home and gave me the fabrics that were at this person's place. So some of these, so first of all, this is a pattern my friend already had, and she actually had 2 of them. So I'm like, I'll have it, and that's King Arthur. And I'm going to copy off her as well because she's also got Guinevere, and she's doing them on the one piece of fabric. So I'm going to do them on the one piece of fabric as well because I think that's an awesome idea. Totally going to steal it off her. And they'll fit in a bit half, and they're going to look beautiful together. Talking about a lot of backstitching on it, but it's going to look good. Next is fabrics. I don't think this one's going to show you our sparkly. This is July and August together. This is called Dr. Smith Tonic. It's a neutral. It's not white. I'm just going to show it white. It's like a ivory cream. And it's opal. 28 count opal. So it's really nice. Soft yellow. Actually, that might go for a piece that Amanda was actually talking about. Might be too pale. What's up with that? See how it goes. And these are, I'll show you these 2 pieces last. So these are the ones. This one is gorgeous. This one is from Dying for Cross Stitch. It's a 32 count opal Lagana. It's called Evening Skies. And Gwen's watching. I'm worried Gwen's gonna like, oh, that's pretty, I want that. Yep. Yeah, she saw it saying she wants it. Isn't that just gorgeous? No. I don't have a pattern in mind for it, but oh, I mean a fairy
I have a pattern.
A fairy or something's just oh, beautiful on that. So
I've got a pattern.
yeah, what's the pattern you've got?
Well, it's a pattern that I actually made.
It's a pattern too. Actually, that one surprised me. I think Gwen, if Gwen does anything with cross stitching or needlework, she's going to be a designer. If anything, I reckon. Which is nothing wrong with that. I can be her model stitcher. Although as long as she doesn't actually mind if pieces take years and years to get done. This one is by Mystic Fabrics, Night Sky Brandy. This is a 32 count linen. Opalescent. We have mainly opalescence. It's like blues and blacks, and that's actually pretty damn close. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, sweet?
Can I tell you this, but not on the video?
I'm going to have to pause. So, sorry, everybody. Next piece of fabric is Mystic Fabrics Mother Nature 28 count Lagana. Plain. I know, shocking. But isn't this
Wow.
just... It's...
I want it. I did too.
I think Thrandle might look good on this, actually, instead. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, I'll do another floss toss.
Who gave you all of these cross-stitch?
These fabrics?
Yeah.
These fabrics are stuff I ordered. I ordered these months ago, and like I said, this has got nothing to do with the dyers. They got delivered. Holger Lucas ordered them. They went to my friend Amanda's place, and due to lockdown, we haven't been able to do it. It's just, yeah. So, so that's a beautiful one. This one is a Dying Cross Stitch, 28 count Lagana, plain, Boreal. And I mean, this one just screams mermaid. Mind you, if it was on a landscape, If this wasn't a landscape instead of like this, Mirabilia Shakespeare's Fairies would be awesome. I think I really need, like, I don't know if I've planned for it, but sometimes I think with these ombre ones, I need to do more of them landscape, because I get them and I'm like, oh, that'd be perfect for this pattern, but that pattern's landscape. So, I think if I order any more ombre ones without a particular pattern in mind, I'm going to have to do it landscape, because I swear, everyone I think it's perfect for, I've wind up thinking landscape, can't use it. I mean, the fabric's the right size, it's just going in the wrong direction, which is a shame. And this is Mystic Fabrics 28 count Lagana Opal, Lagana, and this is called Galaxy. No idea what I'm going to put on it.
It doesn't look like a galaxy.
But actually, I think a dragon would go really well on this. I reckon I could put some dragons on this.
Put a really big dark one.
Yeah, I have some of those Heaven and Earth Designs Planet Dragons, and I reckon I could do. I have them in the minis with, and leave the background off, and or actually, I've got all the dragons with no background. I should see if it fit on that, because that would look really good. Not right now though, because I've got, mind you, I'm not up to 30 whips. I think last count was 27 whips, 26 or 27. No, definitely not more than 27 whips. So that's under 30 whips. So if you ask me, that's doing, I've still got room to start a couple more. The next two fabrics is me getting absolutely spoiled. It's my birthday next week, 24th of September. And these are gifts from Amanda. So,
Hey pal, what did you end up wanting for that?
this one is called Shoreline. It's Bee Stitch Me. 28 count opal linen. And I love this. It's, I don't know,
You want any lunch?
Can I have some?
but I love it because it's like a wave. It's not just like ocean colours. It's like a full on, like a wave. Not just, yeah. Yeah, because I love it because it's not just like, oh yeah, it's an ocean, it's a wave. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to put on there, but it's going to be amazing.
I know what I can put on there. Maybe you can put on sea creatures.
Yeah, different sea creatures. There's a pattern which is a ship in a bottle. Will probably look okay on that. So Amanda's got great taste. I mean, we call her the enabler, but really the reason why she's the enabler is because she just has great taste. She just finds all this gorgeous stuff. So I mean, if she didn't keep finding gorgeous stuff, and she wouldn't enable us so easily. And this one is called, it's from Live and Die LA. It's 28 count opal Lagana, called Smack the Jellyfish. Love the name, love the name. And this is pretty cool as well, so isn't that just a beautiful piece? Like I said, she's got great taste. And it's like a softer version of Galaxy, but oh, I could put some really nice stuff on that. Had some ideas for that. Now, this is halfway through, but as I mentioned, like I said, I got my birthday presents, early birthday presents from Amanda, and I was saying I want to do a birthday giveaway, which I can do because I'll be able to go to the post office really soon. I've had my 2 vaccinations, everything's looking good. So, my birthday giveaway, and I will post anywhere in the world, is I have 2 of these. So Teresa Welter, the Best of Christmas Collection book, and that is all the Teresa Welter patterns inside, on the inside of it. And as you can see, it's in really good condition. It's in as new condition. I bought it and it's never been used. I constantly look at the other one, I look at my copy. So this one is in perfect as new condition, hasn't been used. I just used my own copy, and like I said, these are the Teresa Welser patterns in there. Teresa Welser was one of my first loves. She was Mirabilia and Teresa Welser, but probably Teresa Welser just before Mirabilia. Gorgeous. So I was thinking, if you would like to win this, comment down below with your favourite Teresa Welser pattern. It doesn't have to be out of this book, just put in a comment what your favourite Teresa Welser pattern is. It's been in the running for this. And seeing as my birthday is I'll do the 24th. I'll do the 1st of October. That's my son's birthday. So have it in there by the 1st of October and we will do a video on drawing the name. I'll get my son to draw out the name on his birthday. The 1st of October. So, yep. If you'd like to get this, let me know. We'll post anywhere. It's a birthday giveaway. Hi everyone. I just editing the video and I realised I forgot to add with the giveaway. You have to be over the age of 18, or if you're not over the age of 18 you need permission from your parents to enter, and I'll pick a name out of the comments and I'll let you know, and you can let me
What's going on?
let me know your email address and I'll go ahead and send it to you. Thank you. So lots of WIP. I've been busy. It has been a couple of weeks though. It has been a couple, but I've got a lot done and a lot of WIP, so I'm very happy with that. I've got some more Corbets that I was going to show off, but I might actually leave it today. The reason why you're not really seeing Gwen today is that she's not feeling very well. She was fine yesterday. Went on a big bike ride yesterday, but she's not feeling well. And as I said, my son just fell off his bike, so I might just leave it here. But I will try and post up again really soon. It's I have to use this iPad to do the videos, and with the lockdown, I let Gwen use it to talk to her friends, because it's really important she stays in touch with her friends. This is an old laptop. It doesn't, my old iPad, it doesn't even update anymore. It's every time I try and watch YouTube on it, it comes and says update required, but it's too old to do the update. You can see the screen's cracked. I use it for my good reader, but I don't want Gwen using this because she don't cut her fingers, so yes. Oh, a finish. I have a finish. Mill Hill. It's little, but who cares? Still counts. Mill Hill Poisonetta. So I've done 3 out of the 6, which is ahead actually of where no, technically behind, but I reckon I'll get all done before Christmas this year. So I love these. They're so cute and quick to do. And these ones are all beaded. There's no stitching in them at all. So, sorry, I forgot to do that one. Alrighty, so thank you very much, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for giving us a shot. I hope you're all having a great weekend. Had a great weekend.
Subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos. Bye.
Bye.